we're going to take a look at how to create a consignment inventory product or a loan product that we'll actually send to a customer, and if they consume it, we'll bill them for it. If not, it can be returned. This is a special type of order process, and it requires some setup. The product has to be set up appropriately, the customer has to be set up appropriately, and a location type must be set up properly. So let's start with the location type. Go into Common Data, Product Tables, Locations, and Location Types. Let's look at location types. You can see here I have this location type named Loan. What's of note is when you create it, you have to select this customer type here. All right. You can have whatever authorized status. You cannot select the location format. You can enter anything you want when you create locations. If you go into inquiry here, if I don't get an error, location type loan. See, I have this location type loan named test here, so I can have multiple. I name these after the customer because this is going to be the customer location it's going to go to. So in our case, I'm going to use test here. So the next step is to go into the customer itself and create. First of all, you got to allow the customer to be a loan customer, and that is under the commercial tab. You see loan authorized has to be checked. And then next, the ship to address has to, under delivery, you have to have shipment site as a default, and the site must have this location which we created. We created this loan location test, okay, on this shipment site INA. So next, now that we have the customer set up correctly, we need to set up the product. So if we go into products, this is going to be the product I'm working with. So each product has to be set up to be a loan type product. So in the sales tab, again, loan authorized must be selected. So once I have those three things accomplished, now I can go and create a sales order. So if I create a new sales order, I need a sales order SOL as a special loan type. It already exists. Reference is the customer PO number. And I'm going to sell it to my test customer. Okay, now under the delivery tab of interest here, actually under the invoicing tab, sorry, under the management tab, we have a loan return date. So our loan return date by default is 30 days out. Now, the reason this exists is because we don't want to accidentally invoice customers if we're truly just loaning them something. So in this case, we're going to be sending consignment product to a customer of which they're probably going to consume. So I want to have a loan return date as of today. I cannot backdate this at all. What this allows me to do is I cannot invoice until I've exceeded my loan return date. So by making a loan return date today, I can start invoicing tomorrow. So now that I create my sales order, I need to put a line in. I need to go back and capture my product again. There's my product number. Sell one box. create the sales order loan type. You have to have stock at the site you're shipping it from. Now you can deliver it. So this allows you to have paperwork for the delivery process and record of this. Now, once I validate my delivery, I can do partial deliveries. I don't have to deliver the full amount. And now you see the invoicing is not available. It will be as of tomorrow. So this is how the sales order loan process works in X3, which can be used for consignment as well. Now, the other option to do consignment is to create either a location, an internal location, or another site. If you create another non-financial site, within that site, you can create a location and you can move product to that site. You can name the site whatever the customer's name or acronym is that you're using, and create a location type in a location that is internal. Name that whatever you want. It could be the same as the site name. And then you could just manually transfer your stock using inter-site transfer. You can transfer the stock to that site, or if you don't create a different site to keep track of this consigned inventory, you can do a stock change transaction just to move it from a different location. So it would stay on your same site, just in a different location, and you would be able to see what stock is there. And then as they consume it, you could create a sales order and a delivery and an invoice, or just create a sales invoice that would be a stock transaction and skip the whole sales order and delivery process. So that's the other method in which you could do this consignment inventory, but you don't have, using those methods, you don't have all the paperwork to keep track of, let's say, the actual initial order and the delivery.